Rightio.
Just wipe away the tears.
Sorry about that.
Just there's been a gas explosion in the studio.
Happens now and again.
It does happen now and again.
one of
As
those
we're getting older, it tends to happen when you bend over. As we
Can do.
Yeah,
Can do.
Yeah, without at least only gas. You know, because sometimes
far.
yeah,
Well, that could change.
solid explosives are a whole different story, aren't they?
They happen.
They.
Not to us yet. But to people we know, we won't talk about it, but it does happen.
It does happen.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Anyway,
as I finish wiping away the tears,
yes.
why don't you tell us what we're looking at today?
Today, Dan, we're looking at a new plugin from Kive, and it's the K-Strip.
Kive, you remembered.
I remembered.
So let's find out, is it? Good.
Excellent.
Okay. So now the fog has cleared somewhat.
Almost.
Almost,
Not
yeah.
quite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why don't you take us through the sort of concept, the ideas, and the
Okay.
applications of
the
this
K-Strip.
week's plugin?
So, Kive make a number of pretty cool plugins which we quite like, and they've got a bit of a reputation. I don't know if you remember N-Fused, where you could choose each section could be Nive or it could be SSL.
I remember Entrance.
Similar ish. This is a channel strip, full-blown channel strip with preamp, EQ, compression, gate, enveloper, everything you would expect. The difference is each section, or the three main sections, preamp, EQ and compression, can be either Nive, API or SSL style. And you just click those buttons at the top where it says N, A or S. You just click them. N is Nive, A is API, S is SSL. Each section can run in stereo or mid-side mode. Obviously you can run multiple versions of this, do all kinds of clever stuff. You've got odd and even harmonics, obviously the two slightly different sounds on the preamps. That's a nice touch. You've got a drive control, you've got a trim control, you've got a mix control, which again is interesting.
What's the difference between drive and trim?
So drive would be pushing into the preamp. So I'll talk about this later, but I think there's a bit of an issue with the preamp on this.
Okay.
It gives a lot of saturation.
Okay.
And the trim is to kind of dial back.
Is it level? Dial back the level.
Yes. So that is driving into it, and that is what then comes out of it.
Yeah.
I think that's how it's working. That's how it appears to work.
I'm sure many people will tell us in the comments.
They will.
Yeah.
We've got high pass and low pass filters, and there's an auto gain on each section, which is quite interesting. The compressor section has a mix control and a sidechain in the same place. The EQ section, interestingly, whichever version you select, you get the most popular version. So the SSL looks very much like the E-series kind of EQ. This Nive API EQ you can see here looks like their most popular EQ. You might notice that the knobs don't look quite right. API got a bit legal.
Is there a knob joke there about knobs not looking quite right? There must be. Yeah.
Probably related to our age and all the rest of it.
Yeah, that's it.
Something like that.
Wearing just a t-shirt, that's when your knob doesn't look quite right.
That's very true.
Isn't it funny? Somebody pointed out to me once, one of the sexiest things in the world
Yeah.
is seeing your girlfriend
Yeah.
wearing one of your t-shirts.
Right.
One of the least sexiest things in the world.
Her seeing you in one of your t-shirts.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a good look, is it? He looks like a 5-year-old boy that's trying to put his pants on. What? It does. It's wrong in many ways. Whatever. Anyway, yes, API did get a little bit legal and sued a lot of people for using their knobs. So people have gone to things which look similar but not quite the same. So yeah, we got the EQ and then we got the compression section. You will see we now do full audio demos, which are later in this episode. You will see the issues I had. So just inserting this on a channel where there is no issues, no overloading, signal isn't too loud, instantly we're redlining.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so the preamps and all of them, you've got to dial it back, and they link drive and trim. So as you push up drive, trim sort of moves with it. So you have to keep going back to trim and trimming it back.
So even if you use the auto gain?
Even with auto gain on, I found it was too hot. I was messing around with it quite a bit, trying to get it to sit right. You can get it to sit right, it's not hard, but it's a bit weird that it's so hot to begin with. But anyway, so think of it more, I mean, it does say on it saturation and harmonics. It doesn't say preamp. So think of it more like that, and you'll be in the right space to deal with it. It's saturation as far as the plugin's concerned.
Can you change the order of the modules?
Oh, no. No, you can't. Well, if you can, I didn't find out how.
Okay, so you're sending saturation
into EQ and then compression. I mean, I'm not sure that is...
Oh, right.
They're just on off buttons.
It is a preamp, yeah.
Well, it's called a preamp, but we know this from previous reviews. There's no such thing as a preamp in the digital world. It's saturation. Anyway, each of those sections sounds pretty good. I liked the compressor on all of them. I like the EQ. Preamp, bit hit and miss. The gate I found very, very good. I like that graphic. That line helps show what's going to poke through and come through. It was easy to set the attack and release, and the range and the hold. All of that works. You can give it look ahead if you want a more accurate kind of gate to go on there. Oh yeah, there you go. Look, you can set it there. You can set it pre, and you can set it dynamics pre for the shaper. The shaper I didn't get on so well with. I don't know if it's the same one that was on there. They did a funny little SSL sort of channel a while back. Can't remember what it was called. I really liked that. I'd be interested to know if this is the same one, because I just didn't get on with it as well. It works. It's just not as obvious.
Yeah.
But still, nice to have it. And then you've got your output. You've got your width control there, a high pass filter, and you can select your meters to be input or output.
Very, very cool. Very cool. So as well as watching our new exciting demo at the end of the show...
Yes.
If people do want to go and download the demo, which we encourage...
Very much so.
How long would the demo last?
Kive do a full 14 days.
That's good. It's pretty good.
I forgot to mention, by the way, we got oversampling up here, and we got in and out separately. So arguably, you could dial that in down and save it as your default, and it might save you a lot of grief. Anyway, so yeah, 14 days on the demo.
Yep.
If you wanted to buy it, the full price, £159. Ooh, that's raised an eyebrow.
Well, it doesn't take much to raise these eyebrows, I'm afraid.
We need 9 to get them down.
Yeah. I love this plugin.
Ooh.
I love Kive. Is £159, in your opinion, a competitive price for a plugin like this?
I would say it is, because you're getting all the 3 most popular flavours.
Yeah.
All in one plugin. You could do a whole mix with just a whole bunch of these plugins,
because you could have different orders, so different channels. You could have an SSL preamp with a API EQ on one, and then the next channel you could have an SSL preamp.
Or you could say, I'm doing an SSL mix for this student, have all SSL. I'm going to do the same mix but neat and do it again. My one criticism is that when you change to a different module, it doesn't take the settings with it.
Right. So you can't EQ something
and then audition it. No,
that's not just a demo thing.
It might be something that is fixed in the release version. Don't know.
That would be cool though, wouldn't it?
That would be useful.
If you could EQ something or compress something and then flick through and see which you prefer.
Got to be said, PSP Audio Ware's InfiniStrip. It's a similar thing, although obviously it's different. In that, if you flip an EQ or a compression module, the settings remain, so it's quick to audition things.
So that's what we'd like. We'd like to see a version of this with the settings saved as you flick through.
That would be really useful.
Yeah.
But back to price.
Okay.
So the full price is 159.
Yeah. However, I can feel a however coming on.
In the sale right now, it's 80 quid.
Okay.
A lot cheaper. And as far as I'm aware, Kive are never not on sale.
No.
So it's probably just 80 quid.
And generally their plugins have been pretty good, haven't they? Yeah,
I think they're high quality. I've used them, the ones I've got previously, for a long time, never had any issues, sound great. So,
and we've always called them Kive.
Always called them Kive, which probably really annoyed them. Sorry about that.
Yeah, Kive. Great. Great. So, Sean, that brings us to this time of the show. Is the
K-strip.
Kive K-strip. Something slightly ketamine stripper based about that. But is the Kive K-strip shit?
No, I don't think it's shit. I think there could be some little improvements, but I think it looks pretty good, sounds pretty good. If you haven't got a channel strip, I think it's worth looking at. I think there's lots of people out there that have probably got loads of different channel strips. You probably don't need another one.
Versatile. That's
versatile. Yeah. If you haven't got one, go and check this one out.
Okay. Stay tuned to the video if you want to see an audio demonstration of the Kive K-strip. In the meantime, please like this video.
And you can subscribe or become a channel member, or both.
We've got an Instagram, Studio Life 101.
Yeah, and there's the website where we've got the top 5 plugins, and what else have we got? There's some courses, there's a bunch of other stuff like that. It's all down there.
Have a look. Till next time, sayonara, suckers.
Adios.